Guys, sometimes the move isn't to shine brighter, but it's to understand who controls the lights. Today I'm going to start talking about the 48 laws of power. And the first law, don't outshine the master. And honestly, this applies to like jobs, side hustles, friendships, opportunities. This can apply to like a whole range of things. It's a great first law to go off of. The basic idea is this. If someone is in a position above you, you don't want to make them feel insecure. You don't want to embarrass them, and you don't want to look brighter. There can only be one sun in the solar system. There's plenty of stars out there. There's no reason why, you can't shine brighter in your own scenario, but there's only one sun in the solar system. You gotta find out where that light is coming from. Don't try to make yourself look smarter than them. Don't try to prove that you are smarter than them. Even if you are more capable, it's how you show that capability that matters. At work too, this could look like correcting your boss in front of a bunch of people. And sometimes you might be right, but showing that in front of a group of people, they sometimes might remember you kind of more embarrassing them or proving them that they're wrong, and they won't even remember your idea, but they will remember how you made them feel. And insecurity comes in many forms. They may not look like it, but they can be. And this lesson I had to learn, I guess the hard way. And it was at a safety meeting. Basically, we're talking about what we were going to do, and for the upcoming job. And I mentioned, my tasks and duties of what I was going to do. And then my supervisor basically just repeated what I said in front of everyone. I just go, hey, I already said that. And he did not like that. It took me a little bit to kind of repair that damage. And it was definitely like a lesson learned. It wasn't something that was repaired overnight. It was definitely a couple days. And, his thing was that, he thought I was trying to embarrass him in front of everyone. Everyone he was trying to like really show his best foot forward of. And even though that wasn't my goal was more to say like, hey, I am competent. I am showing you that I knew these things. He didn't see it that way. And it didn't work out the way I intended it to. In business, this can show up with, suppliers, mentors, partners, sometimes you have to let people feel respected before you're heard. And that doesn't mean you have to play small forever, but you need to shine at the right opportunity with the right strategy. For me, this law is like not really about manipulation. It's more about emotional intelligence and understanding that, people have egos, and sometimes they're more sensitive than others. People want to feel valued. And if you want to grow that relationship, you have to understand that other people sometimes have egos or insecurities, and you have to tiptoe around that at times. Being talented is great. Being smart is great. But make the wrong person feel insecure, and it can really work against you. Sometimes you have to speak your ideas without taking any of the credit or all of the credit. And you have to let the idea win and not your ego. Now, I don't think this means you should hide who you are, and that you should also let people walk all over you. But there's a difference between showing value and showing someone up. The difference can be like how people treat you and everything with all this. So law 1 reminds me of this. read the room, respect hierarchy, show value without being threatening. And when it's your time to shine, make sure you have the relationships in place so you can seize that opportunity. Sometimes it's not about being the loudest in the room, but it's knowing when not to be.